Ferguson on Instagram.
Good afternoon, everyone. Blessings, family. How are you? I apologize for the delay. No excuses. Just had some issues with production, and I had to go back and add all of my footage because I had to reload StreamYard and it erased all the videos. So I had to upload them really quickly, as quickly as possible. I do apologize for the delay. Welcome, Portia. Welcome. Hey, Queen. Hey. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you being here. I always promise not to be here for a long time, but I promise y'all gonna have a good time. I ain't gonna keep you for a long time, but I hope you have a good time. How about that? And I don't know what it is about Wednesdays. I have every intention to be here on Monday. I have every intention to make it by Tuesday, but I don't get here until Wednesday. So obviously, all of my personal business really doesn't slow down and get wrapped up until about Wednesday. That's what it's looking like. So I do want to say good afternoon. Welcome to my channel. I am Discerning Goddess. And if this is your first time here, go ahead and sit back and relax. And if you begin to love it, go ahead and subscribe and click the notifications bell. And to my returning family, thank you so much for being here. Be sure to like the video on your way in and throughout the content. And for those of you who may not know, yes, I do discuss college football, specifically and only CU and their competitors. And I am not discussing the actual game, all of the technical aspects of each player and that stuff. I am an internet auntie, and I just love to highlight the greatness and talents of our young people. But if you are looking for great football conversation, go ahead and head over to Dino Up the Skull. He is a great brother with a wonderful show. We consider it to be barbershop, table talk amongst family. How about that? You can also visit Colin over on Life and Football. And one of my new favorite content creators. I just love his content because he basically says everything I'm thinking, and that is I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Go ahead and join DJ Bless One if you are one that loves truth and people who speak truth to power. I promise you, you're gonna love the content that DJ Bless One presents. He takes his time. He does very good edited videos, and he is so articulate, so intelligent, and just says it like it is in the way it could be and should be said. I promise you, be like, okay, that's exactly what I was thinking, but he said it just like that. So go ahead and join I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Tell DJ Bless One that Discerning God has sent you there, and I promise you will not be disappointed. On this channel, I discuss human behavior, group dynamics, um, well-being, village behavior, and how we support each other. And I am self first, meaning my community first. Doesn't mean I hate others. It just means that I prioritize those that look like me. And if that sounds like something that you are interested in, go ahead and stay for a while. I don't serve tea, I just serve enlightenment. Portia, his name, you know what? I'm going to post his link in the chat. He might be listening. He loves to listen in the bushes. Peace, beloved. His name is I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Give me one moment. I'll post them over there. Give me a moment. And he is DJ Bless One. Great content creator. And when I say great, I love his content. I can't speak for nobody else. I'm gonna speak for myself. But I'm pretty sure you will not be disappointed once you get over there and click a few videos. You be like, okay, where has he been? Yes, I've been following him for a while. So there's his link right there. And like I say, if you're one of those individuals that love to hear truth, straight up truth, and nothing but the truth, and see an individual and listen to them speak truth to power in an articulate and intelligent way, DJ Bless One is one that I highly recommend. Give me one moment. Let me sip some water. With that being said, I am not going to hold us long, and you all already had to wait 5 or 10 minutes longer in the intro while I got the production together. So we are feeling good. We are coming off of a great win as we on Saturday had to play CSU. What is going on with my other TV? I'm sorry, y'all. My TV is not picking up. What channel? Okay, right channel. Okay, there we go. And so we are all feeling good. We have some great. I've been, as I've been trying to get my business together, I have been catching up with the reactions of our win and everything that had to do with help us get to the win over at CSU. I would like to, in this video, highlight the Playmakers. And if I forget anybody, just let me know. And if you want to come up and speak on that person, I would definitely give you access to coming up on the panel. So we want to just say congratulations to Coach Prime, congratulations to his coaching staff, congratulations to all of his support staff, and most of all, last but not least, congratulations to our nephews. Who are our nephews? The football players, the participants, those who sacrifice their time and their physicality to bring us great games. So to every nephew that is a player on the University of Colorado Buffaloes football team, we want to say congratulations, job well done on this past Saturday's football game against CSU. And I believe the world was watching. I believe everybody wanted to see the what they call the showdown in the Rocky Mountains. Y'all already know how I feel. I'm glad I gave our nephews specific instructions on how to handle business going into that game, and they did not disappoint this auntie. I don't know about y'all, but they did not disappoint this auntie at all. I'm not going to go into what I advised and how I told them to handle business. Go back on my last live and you'll hear it. But I am well pleased, well pleased that our nephews handled the business that pays them, and that was due to CSU. If you agree, let me know. We want to say, Coach Prime, I know he's been waiting on a moment like this. It took, just like they had something to say about what they've been waiting on for a whole year. Guess what? Y'all wasn't the only ones waiting a whole year to handle business. How dare you feel like you all were the only ones waiting a whole year to handle business? No, we were. So we are coming out there 28-9 CU win, and we tried to do more, but we are pleased with what we did. So our nephews put in the work, and we know that hard work pays off. If you agree, hit me in the chat. Hi, Jen J. Welcome, sis. Hey, Queen. Hey, thank you for joining us. I'm just getting started. We are coming off of our win. I know I'm a proud internet auntie. What about y'all? Y'all proud internet aunties, cousins, or sisters? Which one? And I told the uncles they're invited too, but I guess they'll come in eventually. But I'm going to keep on going today as I know a lot of us are at work. We are in the middle of our day. Hi, welcome, Dino. Yo, thank you for joining us. Welcome to the live stream, brother. Also, let me just say this while you're here. I'm so happy you're here. I put up a notice. I put up a notice on my community wall, and it was very specific. I did get some feedback, and people were asking me, was I referring to you, Dino? No, I was not referring to you. And let me just address this now. I was not referring to Dino up the school. When Dino mentions me on his platform, when he mentions my channel on his platform, I don't have a problem with that because Dino, that is his platform. Dino is not going over to other people's platform telling people to come over to the goddess or discerning goddess. They don't, first of all, get it right. It's discerning goddess. Second of all, yeah. And second of all, Dino is not trying to explain my content to other people, to the public at large. All he says is go over there, check his channel out, and subscribe. I appreciate that, Dino. Thank you so much. And it has helped me. I'm not gonna I can only be grateful for that. But the issue I had was individuals going over from channel to several channels, sending people over here, and they were not getting the gist right. And it was as if there was some type of possessive ownership in terms of who I am. Let me first make something clear. First, I am a mother. I am a mother of young men. Let me say, all four of my children. I have two girls and two boys, and they are young adults, and they are subscribed to this channel. I am not in no ways going to explain to my children what the heck is going on YouTube when somebody is saying my this and my that and referring that, making it sound like I belong to somebody when all of my children know don't nobody be up in here. Okay. And they start asking questions like, who is this and who is that? In my daughters, I am still, even though they are young ladies, responsible for making and presenting a great example to them. I am also a daughter. My daddy is on this channel, y'all. He ain't about to be asking me about who this man and who that man calling you my and this and that. And the third, yes, I'm a grown woman, but I still have a certain level of discretion and respect for my family. And last but not least, I am a sister to many. I have many brothers in my social life and spiritual life and sisters, and they know I am a single woman. So I don't want to go around here having to explain my activities and the fact that my virtue is still intact. I love everyone for who they are. I just want them to respect my boundaries when they speak about me. So I did have to put that notice up there to let people know what I feel and how I feel about it. I'm over it now, but I do feel like I have to make it clear if it is not a collaboration or if you are not on your personal platform, please do not speak on this channel over here. I know that was a lot. But y'all, and I'm saying this in actual love, don't need to have no discord with anybody. Just respect the fact that I move a certain way, I am a certain way. Discerning God is attached to an individual, and the people that support me. And mind you, I haven't even opened up my contacts yet to know. People don't even know I'm on YouTube, but some people are eavesdropping. They over here in the bushes, so I had to put it out there. No, none of that. None of that. What you say? Every channel has a different vibe. Follow. Folks gotta read the room. Exactly. Exactly. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for understanding. And I'm the fun auntie regardless. But I just have to keep my public status. So with that being said, thank you, Dino. Thank you, family, for understanding. And I hope that other people understand what I just mentioned as well. So we're coming off our win with Colorado. Today, I'm going to highlight the playmakers of the game. And that game ended with what we at 28, 419 total yards, 310 yards passing, 109 yards rushing, and 6.3 yards per play. So we came out with a pretty good look, you guys. And everything I believe that the public and the supporters and fans of Colorado had been asking for, I believe we got. We got a running game, right? And we won. So I'm satisfied with that. I'm not the type of person that's gonna nitpick every single thing that's going on over there with Coach Prime, because that's his program, and he's the what subject matter expert. He's the what professional football player, the Hall of Famer, the current head coach over there. So I have to trust that if he knows what he's doing, and he has hired a group of staff, his team, that whatever he don't know, that they know. And I know a lot of us still have PTSD from last year, but let's give him grace. Let's have faith that he is going to do the right thing. He's listening to us if we're paying attention. If we're paying attention, you guys, when we, and I say the public at large, are all in the Twitter comments, all on YouTube, with all these conversations we having, for the most part, that whatever makes sense to where he has listened to us, you guys. So let's not be so harsh. Let's try to support him moving forward. And guess what? If something don't seem right, let's say it in the best of manner. He's listening. If he's not over here, guess who is? His children, i.e. Deion Sanders Jr., our favorite nephew Bucky. You got all kind of people over here with fake accounts and inside the discourse and everywhere else that are among our communities, getting all of the talking points and the concerns, and I believe taking back to Coach Prime. So we're doing a great job. I'm not going to nitpick every single thing, because guess what? The media does that enough. If the media is nitpicking Coach Prime for every single thing, and they won't even give us a win, you guys. Every time we won, they've condensed it to something else. They moved the goalpost to something else. So I heard a commentator say this morning, oh, well, that game doesn't matter. Let's see what they do to Baylor. But they won, though. Why are you so mad? Don't understand. And not only did they win, they beat the team, and they beat dirty referees. That's the part that's never spoken about on these doggone sports, at these sports desks, as if their eyes didn't see what everybody else's eyes saw. Because we saw a lot of penalties being called, but the penalties were not right. There was no holding against Hank Zelinskis. Y'all calling targets here on a celebration, but you forgot to call the penalty on the target where this young man targeted the heck out of Shador and targeted Travis again for the second time. Couldn't have been me. I'd have called the police on damn that Blackburn boy. First of all, you assaulted him. Oh, y'all, I forgot y'all. Sharon does come out sometime. Y'all don't know who Sharon is. Sharon is the Black Karen. Yes, she will beat Karen being a Karen. So, as Sharon watching that football game and watching Mr. Blackburn assault Travis again, I would have definitely went down and spoke to one of the officers and asked him to go arrest him, put him in handcuffs, and march him out of here, because we're not doing this again this year. But as the universe would hold and say, we won. Travis didn't care. He got up. He danced. When I go to talking facts, y'all, the numbers drop. Travis got up. He danced. He every single touchdown and play he made, he rejoiced. And I appreciate that about Travis. He has a great heart. That young man, may God be with him. But a lot of us, we ain't there yet, because you ain't about to be putting your hands on me, think you're gonna walk away. But we'll get to that too. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me for these couple of minutes. So to my first, the first thing on my agenda, you guys, I want to address my passion and comments and advice that I made towards our nephew LaJohnTay Wester after the Nebraska game. And let me just start by saying this. I love the young brother. We both from Florida, not too far from each other. Again, after reading his resume, you know, his high school resume and his college resume, I was definitely was excited to have him over here with us at CU because I wanted to see him replicate and duplicate all of that greatness for us, right? And I could go on record and say I was a bit passionate when I addressed him last week, but just know this, I am never ever ever coming to our young people to diminish them in no way. When I speak to them, it's because I know they are greater than what I have just witnessed. So I was a bit disappointed after the Nebraska game, and I spoke about it. But I'm woman enough to come back and tell my nephew, if I offended you, I apologize. I only spoke to you strongly because I knew you had it in you. I knew you had it in you, and you showed us that you had it in you. Thank you for the game you gave us. For CSU. You came and you made up for what you didn't do with Nebraska. And for that, I could only appreciate you, you know, if you heard me, if it got back to you, I can only appreciate you for falling forward. A lot of times when people fall, they don't get back up, but they don't know how to fall forward. When you fall forward, that means that we all fall. But a lot of times people do not know how to recover from the fall. And what that showed me, LaJohnTay, is that you know how to tap into what you need to tap into to get things done. You know you did not play your best in at the Nebraska game, so you brought it. You showed up and showed out at the CSU game, and for that I am proud of you, happy for you, and I'm always going to be here to support all of you, especially you. So if I offended you, I apologize, but just know I was trying to build you up and not tear you down. And that's for LaJohnTay. I think he gave us like what, 2 touchdowns? LaJohnTay gave us 2 touchdowns. I saw everybody else's stats all over the internet, but they didn't make one for him. So congratulations and job well done. And there you have LaJohnTay having a moment with Coach Riss, another familiar Florida face. You guys, Coach Riss is definitely been an asset, a jewel, and a pleasure to have among our recruiting staff when it comes to finding great talent. And I can definitely tell the difference since he's come on board. So I believe he's responsible for bringing who we are waiting to see, Mr. Cardell Thomas. So Coach Riss, thank you for being a great recruiter and a big uncle to our nephews. Let's get into these playmakers. So, in terms of our playmakers, we had so many moments. Thank you, Jen. Hold on, let me click on that. Your criticism is coming from a place of love. It's all good. Thank you for understanding. I believe it or not, I got backlash for what I said to him. And I'm not apologizing to him because I got the backlash. Actually, during the game Saturday, just to get y'all some behind the scenes. Saturday, I was not even home. I couldn't even watch the game in the comfort of my own home. I was out and about. I had family in town. So once family get here, they want to see all of Central Florida. So we had plans. And so I was pulling my phone out every now and then to catch glimpses of the game. So when he was making his plays and getting his touchdown, I was excited for him. Thank you, Portia. And so I would have tweeted him then, but I was trying to be respectful of my guests and not be on my phone. But it was definitely from a place of criticism. But I did get some pushback when he did have a good game. People were contacting me and stuff. And actually, after the video, I got some pushback saying, they felt like I was a bit harsh. But I know, and what people don't understand is I have been working with youth for over 20 years, so I know how far to go. I might get close to the line, but I'm never going to cross it. And so and I knew then when he had a great game that I was gonna come back here anyway and address it and apologize. I didn't need nobody to call me or inbox me and tell me to go apologize. Y'all, just because somebody on YouTube, you don't get to tell them what to do on their channel and dictate their content. But I appreciate it. I'm glad y'all paying attention. Not y'all in the chat, but the people. They know who I'm talking to. Oh my goodness. All right. So yeah, we had some playmakers, and a part of that team was Khalil Benson. He got a grade from PFF as 85.5 due to his performance on this weekend's past game with CSU. Khalil did his doggone thing. I was trying to collect that footage. Let me drink some water. It's storming, by the way. If I lose any power, if my stream goes out, it's probably because the cable box or something is out there acting up. It's storming. But he had such okay. He knocked the mess out of one of them churn. I was like, my goodness, Khalil. Thank you. But I know that boy's still seeing stars right about now. Top pass blocker, Khalil Benson. Top run blocker, Phillip Houston. He graded at a 77.9. And I just wanted to highlight our nephews that really, and all of them, 100% who hit the field. And even if they didn't hit the field, and they were highly supportive, they had a play in that game as well. And the guys that were in the game definitely contributed. So thank you all for that, because everybody that participated definitely played a role in the outcome, which was we had to beat. It was not if, we had to. It was a must win. And everybody know why it was a must win. Come on now. If you were here last year, we understood the assignment needed to be taken care of. The assignment was, not only are we going to win, but we have a reason to win. And then we had that was already on the agenda to do. And to just add what it say? Somebody say to add, hi, welcome T. Rashay. To add to all of that, then you come out provoking. So I don't know who's advising that coach over there, but he should have learned last year when he made those comments about Coach Prime. Coach Prime, not only did it fuel our young men to win, but Coach Prime made a lot of money off of it. And he should have learned last year not to poke the bear, not to poke the buffalo, not to step on the ant pile, because you're going to get what you get. Obviously, he didn't think fat meat was greasy. So they found out. Y'all know what I mean. They effed around and found out Saturday that what you're not going to do is keep coming for us, and we not show you that you are the little brothers of Colorado and we are the big brothers. Basically, that's how I saw it. I don't know about y'all, but that's how I saw it. And just everything in itself. I'm gonna get to the essence and the core of what's his name, Jay Norville, and his style of coaching and leadership. Is it should not be even tolerated when it comes to building and mentoring and coaching young people. He is definitely a cancer in the coaching sector as well as the educational institution. No child, no parent should want their child under that type of coach or leadership. He is not just a bad example, he is the worst example for our young men. And that is about, and I'm talking about, if you're just getting here, I'm talking about, this is Coach Norville of CSU. So as I proceed, thank you all for joining me. I see we have a lot of people that just came in the room. Thank you all for being here. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. If you like it, stay. I am Discerning Goddess. I discuss human behavior, group dynamics, well-being, and how we can find solutions to our problem as a community. If that's something that you enjoy discussing or listening to, you are in the right place. Thank you. And I hope to get you through the rest of your afternoon. So, you guys, our nephew, Jordan Seaton, has been showing up and showing out. Jordan heard them people talking about him, talking about how they was going to target him because he's an inexperienced freshman old lineman. Jordan said, I'm going to show y'all better than I could ever tell you. So far, Jordan has a 0 sack QB hits allowed. Now, he is the freshman O lineman, and he has not had anyone get around him to get to his quarterback, our nephew, Shedeur Sanders. Right now, his grade for pass block is 83.6. And I think that's very good for a freshman O lineman. Jordan, congratulations, and continue to be great. And continue to work on you, baby. We are watching. Your aunties are watching. So, Colorado offensive tackle Jordan Seaton versus Colorado State. 56 pass block snaps, 1 pressure allowed, 83.6 pass block grade. And that was posted by PFF as they shared that with CU Bus Football. And we want to say that is highly impressive. So congratulations, Jordan. We're going to continue to be excited for each and every one of you guys. So we have a nephew that was also a freshman in the game. Where are these people that say Coach Prime don't let freshmen play? I hope they were paying attention. See, that was one of the complaints and the things that were going viral in the media, right? Don't go to Colorado because you're not going to play as a freshman, all of that. Good afternoon, CU Buffs Dynasty. Welcome. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. So they love to say Coach Prime doesn't do this and Coach Prime doesn't do this. And they used to say Coach Prime doesn't let freshmen play. So far, not only have freshmen played, but they have made an impact in the game, and they have been starting. I love for those people to come to the front. I want to see the day where people apologize on TV after they tell a lie. It may not be a lie when you say it, but come back and say, well, I was wrong. Yeah, that type. Be accountable for the mess you put out. So our nephew, Makai, I'm looking at a tweet. Our nephew, Makai, showed up. Y'all know we have been making a request over and over again. We've been praying to the gods. We've been praying to anyone who would listen, the ancestors, the forefathers, to the Supreme Court, and they don't care about us. We've been praying to see another running back. Just try it and see if we get another running back in there, somebody different from what we've been seeing, right? And like I told y'all a few minutes ago, Coach Prime has been listening. Not only did he give us one, but he gave us a great one. Our nephew Makai Welch had 9 carries, 65 yards on a 7.2 yard per carry, and 2 catches for 9 yards. His first college football game as a true freshman. If I had an applause button, I would be clapping for this young man. Go ahead, Makai. Listen, I'm so proud of him. I don't even know what else to say. I'm just super. I saw him playing since Colorado last year and this year. By far, in my opinion, he's been the best running back I have seen for Colorado since Coach Prime has been there. Y'all, I mean, I don't mind anybody coming up here to challenge that, but I ain't seen nobody else that intense, that intentional, that powerful. Even last year, I did not see it. So this says Makai Welch's 25-yard run last night on the second carry of his college football career was the longest run by a Colorado running back in over a year, and the second longest by a running back in 15 games under Deion Sanders. So yeah. We see you, Makai. We see you, baby. Keep on keeping on, honey. The aunties is proud and the uncles are too. Yes. Let me see if I have some video footage real quick. I don't think. No, I don't have any in there. Mm-mm. Okay. And so far, and for you, if you are just getting here and you want to know what we're talking about at the moment, we are discussing the playmakers from last week's game and their impact. So bear with me. I always do. If you don't know where my what my flow is, I get to our biggest players last. So I just build it up. So Shador and Travis are towards the end. If y'all are wondering, they are coming up. I just wanted to give everybody their acknowledgement without me running out of time or them losing time in their life. I believe in giving people their flowers. I believe in letting others stand in their light. I don't like to cast shadow over nobody. So that's one reason why I had to put the little notice out there, because I don't need nobody trying to cast shadow over mine. So here we have our nephew Will and Herman. The reason why I got a kiki out of Will is because Will was not gonna let that little boy live after they won that game, honey. Will say, come here, young man. This is Will. Hold on one second.
And 2 fumbles and no touchdown. 600K. For 600K, you can get 2 picks, 2 fumbles, and no touchdown. 600K. For 600K, you can get 2 picks, 2 fumbles, and no touchdown.
Listen, Will was not having it. He was like, hold on, bring your tail here. Bring your tail here right now. They were so sick of them boys. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, they was really ready for them. It was like, y'all been sitting here doing all this talking all week long. We'll say, let me. And you want to say he being petty, but he was dead serious. He was dead serious. Wilson, let me tell you about yourself. For 600K, you can get 2 picks, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions or something like that. So, for those of you, because somebody asked in the chat that night, come here, bring your tail here. That's how he was talking to you, bros. I was with all of it now. I'm with all. I'm the auntie that's definitely gonna get you out of trouble, but I love it. So for 600K. So earlier on the off season, the quarterback at CSU and that little wide receiver, they were throwing shade at CU, talking about they don't play for NIL money, they ain't not there for the money, all of that. They were offered $600K to go to another school and all of that. So baby, so my interpretation of Will was letting the rest of the college world know, if y'all still want him for $600K, this is what you're gonna get.
For 600K, you can get two fumbles and no touchdown.
2 fumbles and no touchdown. My nephew said, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Don't play with us. You should have ate your food and left us alone. When they told you to run over there and talk crazy about CU, you should have just said, no, I'm going to pass on that question. Because we'll let his little butt know, do not play with us. We for real over here. And they thought Shador was about it. Honey, I would have never thought I'll see Will act up like this. I was getting my entire life when nephew went in about that. So Will, I see you, baby. We see you. He said you can get 2 picks, 2 fumbles, and no touchdowns. That's what he said for $600K. So if y'all want to go ahead and get that little boy over there, NIL, that's exactly what you're gonna get. Might as well keep your money, basically. That's how we coming, y'all. I love this year's team because they are not playing. And with that being said, let's talk about our defense. Because baby, defense, honey, you bring your tail out there if you want to. I don't know how many people they done put out the game. Maybe 2.5, 3. All I know is I heard clack, clack, clack. Nicole Green. Clack, clack, clack. LaJohnTay Bitney. What in the world? This is when I say I know that's right. Good job. They was not playing. Everybody had an assignment, okay? And they understood it. That's what I'm saying. CU understood the assignment and continue to get it right, nephews. We loved it. Y'all gave us a great game Saturday. Defense, honey, was not letting nothing pass. Nothing pass. What's up? Come get this work. At one point, I saw people scared. I have to laugh. They were scared, but that is how defense is supposed to be. And so with Nicole Hill Green, our nephew, he brought it. I'm just saying 41. I know that's a different game picture, but I had to get a good picture of him. So Nicole, he ended his game with Colorado State at a 76.5 defensive grade and 82.8 as I think that's right guard defense, but 82.8 in another position and 6 tackles. That guy made 6 tackles. That young man had 6 tackles. Oh my goodness. And let me tell you something. They was 6 real tackles. They was not no barely missed. They was hard hitting tackles. When he put that big old boy out the game over there for CSU, I was like, damn, he big though. It was a huge one. Huge jump. I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah, it was one of those. Listen, I'm not a violent person. Honestly, I've probably never had a physical fight in my life, but to watch them be great at what they do, it just excites me. So let me calm down. Speaking of defense, let's get into our nephew, LaJohnTay Bentley. LaJohnTay Bentley ended his game at a 90.7. His grade was a 90.7. And then a 95.3 and a 75.8. LaJohnTay Bentley had 4 tackles, 1 sack, and 1 forced fumble. A wonderful game. A wonderful game. Just imagine seeing both of these people running in your direction. I promise you, I will move out the way. I just lay down on the ground like, okay, I'm not playing no more. I'm sorry. I ain't playing no more. Coach will have to take me out the game. What the heck are you doing? Listen, I ain't getting hit by them. I know them doggone. Listen, and the other thing is this. You got to understand. See, a lot of people were complaining about, our offense and our defense, but a part of me knew that Coach Prime and the staff were saving our best players for this game. Why? Because this team plays absolutely dirty. And the other thing is, we don't what our young men don't understand when you are going, see, Nebraska played different, even North Dakota State. It's a certain type of anticipation coupled with their mere disdain for you, and disdain mixed with jealousy and envy when you are playing those boys. Let me tell you something. They were not just playing football, and I'm talking about the other teams, North Dakota, Nebraska, and now CSU. They were playing beyond football. Football is football. But when you have people out there trying to take your actual limb off, knock your lights out, and jump on you some more, the Nebraska game, Shador was already down, and you had them piling on his back, putting their knee in his back, and another one came. They are not playing football. They are playing to end you. And what I need our children to know is stop going to play football. You got to go fight with the football. There's a difference. And when you go to battle, you go with the intention to come out with the victory. Those young men play with a certain amount of disdain for who they are. Right? So that's why you can have somebody run into the abdominal wall of Travis and lacerate his liver. That's why you can have that same person come back the next year and elbow him in the face after Travis has tried to atone with him. But we'll get to that. That I just need for them to wake up and stop thinking that everybody approaches the game like they do. Everybody does not approach the game like y'all, sweetheart. Y'all are sweet babies. We love you. We just need you to wake up just a little bit. Just a little bit. So with that duo, Nakai Hill Green and LaJohnTay Bentley, they were more than pressured. I believe they were the life force of the defensive side of our defense. They pumped life into those young men. It's like when you are working next to somebody who is passionate about what they do, who love what they do, who have a certain amount of energy and vitality, that energy goes into you. You begin to raise up your level of excitement then. So imagine playing next to these fire starters. So that just brought everybody up a whole nother level on defense. Just being next to them, watching them play, and that made the game even better. I even saw Tafiq out there getting it in. I'm super excited. I was super excited. So one of our biggest stars of the game was DJ McKinney. Let me see. I'm taking a look at the chat. I hope you all are doing well today. I just don't want to hold y'all for a long time. I'm just trying to get through the content. It's not that much, but thank you for being here. Y'all still at work or y'all on y'all way home? Don't answer that if you're on your way home. But please be safe in this traffic. In your midday traffic. Be safe on that road. You got to drive for yourself and others. And the one thing I'm always talking about traffic is because y'all know I had a terrible car crash a few months ago. So I'm more mindful of traffic and traveling than I've ever been in my life, y'all. So I'm always worried about people. My anxiety has not went anywhere since the accident. So with DJ McKinney, his game, he had a great game. Oh, that's what I forgot. I am yeah. So with that game, DJ McKinney, he had a great game. I was just thinking I forgot to put something up here for him. He had 2 pass breakups, 7 total tackles, and his passer rating is 42.4, and his grade as a cornerback this week is 77.1. And so, as you can see, the defensive stats for week 3, you have DJ McKinney, Cam, cornerback DJ McKinney, safety Cam, Salmon Craig, a linebacker, Nakai Grill, linebacker, LaJohnTay Bentley, linebacker, Trevor Woods, and Deion Hayes. So these were players that made an impact that contributed to our win with CSU. So with DJ McKinney, with him and Travis being on the field at the same time, I don't think no one had an opportunity to do nothing, because both of those are high level players, and it would just be, you would have to be insanely athletic to play against a DJ and a Travis. DJ is so amazing that he's received Coach Prime's praises so many times, because the scouts are always intrigued by his practice performance and his stamina. Let me get to that video. I couldn't it wouldn't pull up. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. Let me pull up that video. They let me add it. Talk among yourselves, please. If they let me add it, I probably would have to drop one video to bring another one up. Recents. And it's not going to let me. But I know we saw the footage of Coach Prime telling him number 8 made some money today. Number 8. So that's one of the you take it easy out there, CU Buffs Dynasty. CU Buffs Dynasty, you take it easy. It's rainy out here, so you be safe out there. Portia, you say you laying in the bed healing. You go back to work in 2 weeks. Well, I'm sending you some healing energy, sis. They still calling me to come back to work. I don't want to go back. I'm on FMLA. But you definitely get yourself together. Get all the rest you need. See, but say he stay on the road. I know what that's like. Never been a driver, but I know a lot of people who do drive. So sending you some protecting energy, brother. And I was mentioning, I think I mentioned in somebody's chat, this year's group of young men, they seem to be more level-headed, more humble, very attentive, and more coachable than what I was able to observe from last year's team. And from what I can see, very respectful of the coaching staff and the experience they have around them. And the video when Coach Prime was doing a demonstration with DJ on the cornerback position, I just could appreciate his patience and attentiveness to his coach. Because if you've been around sports a lot, especially with youth, one thing the coach is looking for is youth that are coachable, right? They really want that young man who is a dog, but is moldable like Play-Doh, and that follows directions and can be taught. So when I saw that interaction with DJ and Coach Prime, it made my heart smile, because I can tell that is something that he was looking forward to. After what we went through, the disaster of last year's, cornerback room and all the hype, DJ McKinney is definitely a breath of fresh air and a garden full of fresh flowers in the springtime, honey. I appreciate having DJ on the team. Let me see if I have footage of him. I might have some footage of him mixed in with Travis, but I haven't gotten there yet. But while we're talking about defense, let's look into this real quick. Give me one moment. This is what we can imagine that some of our defensive line sounds like.
It's a man's game tonight now, you know that. It's a man's game tonight. Here we come. It's a man's game now. Oh, it's on. Oh, it's on, big boy. It's gonna be a football game tonight now. No doubt. It's gonna be a football game. They ain't ready for this. You can't run from this. You can't run from this. They can't let them hide from me tonight. They got to see me.
Shot by Lewis on Justin Keller.
Everybody watching tonight. So I tell you what, if you can't fight it tonight, you're in the wrong business. We control us. We run this. And anybody coming out of the house, they get dealt with. It's a man's game tonight now, you know that. It's a man's game tonight. Here we come. It's a man's game now. Oh, it's on. Oh, it's on, big boy. It's gonna be a football game tonight now. No doubt. It's gonna be a football game. They ain't ready for this. You can't run from this. You can't run from this. They can't let them hide from me tonight. They got to see me.
Shot by Lewis on Justin Keller.
Everybody watching tonight. So I tell you what, if you can't fight it tonight, you're in the wrong business. We control us. We run this. And anybody coming out of the house, they get dealt with.
Y'all, that's what I imagine the goal for our defense. I want every single one of them on the D line to be up Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis was such a fun player to watch, but I will say the Ray Lewis today is not what the Ray Lewis used to be like yesterday. So, but we appreciate all aspects of him. He was so hungry. He was acting like he was about to eat people alive. Oh my goodness. Hey, YG Nate. Welcome to the live stream, brother. Thank you for joining us. Y'all, Ray Lewis was the one. Oh my goodness. Stories to tell. I remember watching him grow. I was actually living in Atlanta when he had that club incident, and that was crazy. But I'm so glad to see him come out on the other end of that. So let's get into all of this, all of it. That's my best New York accent. Let's get into all of this. You guys, the people be having all kind of audacity. They be having all kind of audacity. Like, this is just, a little poster meme flyer of parts of what was said. But this does not serve any justice to the video. Yeah. So let me go back. Let me find that little clip when the babies was talking.
Keep talking about business. You can't.
Not that one. Y'all bear with me.
scrambling. This time he's
not that one. I'm sorry. What took me so long to come on is all my videos got erased, and I had them in the order that I wanted to speak. So give me one moment. I have to find it. I don't even think it's up here.
Well, that is an obvious.
Once he makes that throw.
So I don't believe I have it up here.
It's a man's game tonight.
So I'm about to take this one down. I don't want to play that one anymore. I think it's this one.
You can make a strong argument he's the best receiver in college football. I think you can make another argument he might be the best corner in college football. So I'll make the argument, how does he not win the Heisman? But I think
okay, it's not that one. I obviously lost my video. I had a clip of let me see, is it this one?
dropped. Dayon Hayes gets the sack.
just holding it too long there is Fowler Nicolosi. You're much better off throwing the ball away. They run a stunt to both sides. Hayes just throws the right guard out of the way.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. I had it queued up, but I had to go back and add my videos back out of order, and I forgot to add that one. However, that didn't end well for either one of these young men. Either one of them. I don't understand this overwhelming gaslighting of America where people are talking reckless, speaking reckless, and then when they see a person, they expect them to be cordial with them. Like, no, that does not happen in the real world. That does not, I mean, I don't understand. That doesn't happen in the real world. Give me one moment. I got to find this clip. Is it this one? And I believe with these young men over at CSU, there we go. There we go. So, got it. Don't.
The media train, all that, it only gets you so far. At the end of the day, you have to line up 11 guys against our 11 guys, and we'll find out who wants it more, and we'll see how far Instagram followers gets them. And they got a rude awakening real quick.
Okay. And it was the comments for me. The comments were ridiculous as always. That particular video, you guys, let me see where that came from. So it's almost like setting law of attraction in reverse, because they wrote a check that they tell couldn't cash. And so I don't know where these children come from, where they feel like they can offend people and then look them in the face and it be a friendly greeting. As professionals, yes, we've done that. However, in this case, in where it's a competitive environment, to expect Shador and Travis to show up and be humble after somebody used the word murder, talking about we should have murdered them. You know, I went into that spiel all last week. They should have expected to get their tails handed to them, in my opinion. So let's go into Travis. Not only is he one of the best players in college football and possibly all of football, first and foremost, Travis is a honor roll student. One moment. Had to drink water. Travis is an honor roll student. So as he is maintaining in the classroom, he's all that he's doing on the field, he's actually showing up in the classroom the same way. Great player on the field, great student in the classroom, and you can't help but be happy and supportive of a young man like that. Congratulations to you, Travis. And then we have his stats for this Colorado State game. He had 13 receptions. What? I don't know if that means receptions. I don't even think that's right. 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 1 pass breakup during the CSU game. And we love to see it. We love to see it. Not only does he play great football, Travis puts on a great show. And it's almost like when he's in his zone, you just do not want to take your eyes off of the screen because you feel like you're going to miss something. It says many NFL scouts reportedly believe Hunter has the ability to become the best two-way player in NFL history. That stat line is absolutely ridiculous. So if they said it, I believe it. Everybody know what's up. And they won't, for some reason, they are trying 13 receptions. Okay, thank you, YG Nate. For some reason, no matter how great and wonderful Travis and Shedeur shows up, they will still try to put a dark shadow over the work and legacy of Coach Prime. It's like, how can you praise a player but talk trash and convince us that his teacher is not, as great as he is? I can't be a dumb mom. Well, maybe I can, and raise smart, intelligent, genius children. Probably can. But for the most part, you can't be a certain type of teacher and have a student. The student always reflects the teacher. The children, many of the time, reflect their environment. So the math has to actually math in this case. They want to take everything away from Coach Prime, but they want to lift up and separate Travis from Coach Prime and Shedeur. And they're not going to be able to do that. And we should not let them, because Travis been with Coach Prime since day one. Yes, he came with all the athletic ability, but it also takes a lot of adding value to and pouring into to make something good greater. So that's when you hear me say or see me say the gaslighting of America, that's what the media is doing. If Coach Prime does one thing, they'll try to convince the public that you didn't just see what you saw, or you didn't hear what you just heard, or you didn't witness what you just witnessed, which we all know we are seeing history being made by that man, his son, Travis, and many others that are allowing themselves to be coached under Coach Prime's regime, his legacy in the program over at CU. If they are honest, they will say, well done, Travis. Well done, Deion Sanders. If they are honest, you can't separate Travis from Deion Sanders, no matter how much they try. Is he naturally talented? Yes. Did he do great in high school? Absolutely. However, his improvement since college is definitely as a result in his relationship to his Coach Prime Deion Sanders. So we did have a moment where the same arrogant quarterback from CSU tried to humiliate Travis and in front of the world, actually. Like I said, Travis is good, honey, because he was trying to humiliate Travis, right? On this and in this scene. At the same time, he ended the game with 2 interceptions, 2 fumble snaps, 1 too small celebration. The 600K man. Our children, they have no breaks. And I'm talking about our nephews. So with that being said, where is that footage? I think it's this one right here.
Out of bounds. How does he do that? Touchdown, Travis Hunter.
Give me one moment. Let's get the footage up.
He's without his best weapon. Torrey Horton not playing after playing.
Yeah, it ain't that one. But how you gonna be trying to come for Travis? And I'm not the best person to talk football, but from what I can see, he's a very terrible quarterback. The young man, oh my God, it was hard to watch at times, watching him try to manage his game, handle the football, you know, and run behind his O-line. It's like he threw so many bad balls, and I'm so used to seeing perfection when I watch Shador. It's like, what am I watching right now? And so for him to have the attitude as if he was somehow more elite than Travis is astounding. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to have a clean stream. It's astounding to see such a below average athlete. And I'm not saying below average quarterback, below average athlete come for the one day legendary Travis Hunter is crazy. I probably would have laughed repulsively after seeing that on the sideline. Like, are you kidding me, sir? But again, that is a part of the gaslighting of America, is to convince you that your talent, skills, and abilities are not what you know they are, not what you think they are, not what you know they are, and tell you that you are not that. All right. When they know you are, that's why they cannot stand the sight of you to this day, you know. So at the end of the day, we know how the game turned out. You know, there was a great celebration. I believe Travis got off the interception. Was it this one? Y'all, my videos are all screwed up.
Running that route like a receiver. You're running a shallow cross against maybe the best corner in college football. Hunter's position on the depth chart on offense and defense is not wide receiver and corner. 45. Hunter's running that route like a receiver. You're running a shallow cross against maybe the best corner in college football. Hunter's position on the depth chart on offense and defense. You're running a shallow cross against maybe the best corner in college football. Hunter's position on the depth chart on offense and defense is not wide receiver. And
listen, I had to. Listen, look how that boy getting up. Look at him. Look how to get up. Get up, baby. Get up. Get up, sweetheart. Get up. Hey, y'all. I mean, my goodness. Hot garbage. It's not garbage, baby. He was the soot. He was soup garbage. Garbage soup. The yucky part of the trash can. That boy ain't even worth the EBT talk. About $600K. Listen, he better go ahead and apply for them pandemic food stamps. them disability food stamps over there talking about he ain't take $600K. Boy, if you don't go to get up out of our face with this. What's up, Jay? Hi, welcome to the live stream. Listen, I'm petty like that. Like, you're not gonna talk trash to me and have moments like this. I'm gonna have to revisit it and show you what's up. Dumpster juice, exactly. Listen, one of my favorite parts was when Travis did his man-to-man with Torrey Horton. Mr. We should have murdered them guys. Boy, you know you was injured. Why would you get out there and look worse? Right? Listen, that boy couldn't even get up off the ground, and Travis didn't have no mercy on him. I believe Travis did let up a little bit, but that's why I did the video like that. I slowed it down towards the end, so each frame y'all could see him get up off the ground. He could barely move after that man-to-man coverage on Travis. Baby, don't do us. My nephew is not the one or the two. Let's go. Listen, one more time, y'all. One more time.
Unbelievable. I think you can make a strong argument he's the best receiver in college football. I think you can make another argument he might be the best corner in college football. So I'll make the argument, how does he not win the Heisman? But I think
Out of bounds.
how does he do that?
Touchdown, Travis Hunter. Going on the run, and it's and that's Hunter. Travis Hunter on the right side. Hunter inside the 45.
Hunter's running that route like a receiver.
End zone, Hunter caught it. Touchdown, 22 yards.
You're running a shallow cross against maybe the best corner in college football.
Hunter's position on the depth chart on offense and defense is not wide receiver and corner. 45.
Hunter's running that route like a receiver.
End zone, Hunter caught it. Touchdown, 22 yards.
You're running a shallow cross against maybe the best corner in college football.
Hunter's position on the depth chart on offense and defense.
You're running a shallow cross against maybe the best
Get up, baby. Get
corner
up.
in
Get up.
college football.
Get up. Murder who? Murder who?
Hunter's position on the depth chart on offense and defense is not wide receiver and
Listen. Big Travis, not the little one. Let's go. So I wonder if Torrey revisited that play and regretted every word he said. He probably did. I know one thing, between Torrey Horton and Braden, one of them cried when they got in the car. They gonna cry. They cried when they got in that car, honey. They cried in that locker room. Somebody got that footage somewhere, so go ahead and release it. So the old trifling behind referee that lack all kind of integrity. Hey, Uncle Warren, how are you? Yes, they cried when they got in that car, honey. Hi, Uncle Warren. Welcome to the live stream. I miss you. We got beef. If we got beef, let's talk about it. But I miss you. Welcome back. But the referee tried it. They was calling all kind of penalties on CU. But somehow they was blind to the other bull. Man, please. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody come tell me why they got a penalty on celebrating. Is it against the NCAA rules? Was it too many of them on the field? Did they not hand the ball back to the officials? Like, I don't want to put everything on race or cultural differences, but why exactly did they give our nephews a penalty for one celebrating a great play? And I believe I'm going to check it in a moment. Because I think the issue that those communities have with us is that we're very prideful, and in their minds, we shouldn't be prideful. So again, that's a cultural difference. It doesn't make it right or wrong. It's just that they don't understand this side over here. Hi, Jen. Welcome, sis. Thank you for joining us. And so they tend to not understand. By them not understanding, they think it's something wrong. That doesn't mean that it's wrong because you don't understand how a person celebrates or their pride that they have in themselves. So because you don't understand, you throw a flag on the celebration. Are you kidding me? We can't let you slide on the online. We can't let you slide on the 50-yard line. We can't do the TikTok dances and end zone. Like, goodness gracious. I was so pissed. But that didn't break them. You'd have thought they been it looked like Coach Prime told them to keep dancing because they damn sure didn't stop. Ooh, Lord, they kept dancing. Oh my goodness. Yes, it was, Jennifer. It was. But I loved every moment of it. You hear me? I loved it. And somebody broke it down. On one of these explanations. Okay, got it. Here we go, right here. Cam, our nephew Cameron Silman Craig, he posted on his page. Yeah, listen, Coach Prime be over there dancing on the sideline, Jennifer. Shoot, he about was over there dancing too. Y'all, before I get into this, did y'all see the well-off clip? Yes, sir. Thank you, Indo Sports 247. Thank you for the love. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. On the well-off video that they posted, did y'all see that one video when Makai was getting ready to run? And number one on Colorado, on CSU on Colorado State. So he was over there on our sideline lined up, right? I want to know who the fool was. Talking about, number one, you better move. You're going to get ran over. Number one, you better move. I say, who is that telling that child he going to get ran over? Just like they said, his ass almost got ran over. Y'all, I can't. I'm silly because I rewind that thing about 6 times. Like, why would he not? He didn't know whether he should stay there and fight or move out the way, but he was damn sure scared to let Makai run his ass over. Oh my God. I was over here laughing my behind off like, he better move because Makai is out there doing damage. You hear me? Honey, our little short nephew was not playing no games. But yeah, I loved it. They was on it. So in this clip from the celebration, Cam said it was worth every gasset we had to do today. So obviously Sunday, they had to get consequences for the penalty. So shout out to Jakai or Jakai Truth over on X. He said, best moment of the Buffs game, celebrating 12's interception in style, receiving 4 fouls from the ref, and having the commentators loving it. Like, literally, the commentators were on it. They were on it, honey. They loved every moment of it. So Travis got a penalty warning. Cam got a warning. Even Carter, when they said 23, I was like, what Carter do? He's a sweet one. And Shane Coates, man, Shane had his syllable out there. Listen, I'm like, y'all better leave them babies alone. Let them do their thing. You know, we've been telling our children forever. Well, not me, but you know, some of y'all are that generation where your mom and them used to wake you up in the middle of the night and make you come dance for the doggone card party. That wasn't my house, but my cousin them did. When I spent the night at my cousin them house, that's how their house used to be. We used to go to bed in the middle of the night. It's a whole party out there in the living room. Come dance, come sing. Baby, them children was out there on that field doing their thing. Get this dance, CSU. Get this dance. Man, please. Let me tell you something. It's a certain group of people that can't stand to see us happy. And it boils their bone marrow just to see us happy. And watching that game let me know that they were having so much fun playing the game. And that is truly what's important. They don't look like they're being forced. They didn't have all kind of pressure on them or nothing. They went out there to have fun, handle business, all of that. And with that being said, they showed they behind for the aunties and the uncles. Show them what's up. Kids go to bed. Parents be kicking it. Exactly. I honestly, I used to look forward to spending some weekends over my cousin's house because my house was so boring. But yeah, I can relate to the story, but yeah. Hey y'all, just listening in while I'm working. Welcome, Rev. Welcome. But yeah, so what they did was what we are used to seeing our children do. Cut up. I'm sorry that little Johnny and Timmy them we don't do it like them. We're different. And that's what's wrong with America today. That one group of people wants us to act like them, and that's just not it. And I believe that's why Coach Prime gets all the flack that he gets, because they want him to show up as a head coach like other people show up as a head coach. You heard the lady. I don't know if you all got an opportunity to see the clip of Nakai Hill Green, Coach Prime, and I believe she's from CBS. But she asked him, what's the difference between Coach Prime and Coach, I want to say Dabo, the coach of Michigan. I always have to side out of media because they know what they be doing. And Nakai, he's very articulate, smart young man. He definitely answered her question. And then she goes in there, Goddess, duck and smoke. Great show. Okay, yes, sir. Get back to work. I definitely don't want y'all to be sacrificing that, but you can come listen to the replay. Have a great day, Uncle Warren. No. I'm gonna pull you up. Roomy Bean. Thank you, Jennifer. So she gonna ask Coach Prime, she gonna ask Nakai, what about how they dress? Do you think Coach Prime would ever put on khakis? And Coach Prime answered that for himself. No, that ain't gonna happen. And see, it's little insertions like that they take internally. They expect him to show up and try to change himself into the way Nick Saban looks, make his actions and gestures and idiosyncrasies like a Dabo Swinney. Coach Prime is Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders is Deion Sanders. We love him for who he is and how he is. Don't try to change that man and make him fit into a mold of somebody else that he's not. Then that we're not going to get the authentic Prime. The thing is this, and in actuality, and what I believe, by Coach Prime showing up as Deion Sanders, that young man from Fort Myers who grinded to get to FSU, who really didn't have his mom by his side to praise him along the way. Some families are blessed to be at every practice and every game, but that's not his reality. And even with all of that, his mom missing his greatest moments, he still made it to college. And then he was still able to fulfill his dream, which was to retire his mom. They don't want that man to share that story with all these young black boys, because then that kind of puts a perimeter around our nephew's possibilities. It feeds their dream and their will for their dreams to come true. Like if you put them in another environment, a person can know you have a desire to do this and be great, but a lot of them won't feed it because they really don't want you to be greater than their son, greater than their nephew, or any of that. A lot of times it happens, but at what cost? Do they exploit these young men along the way? Do they continue to let them know you owe me? I gave you something. I'm the reason why you in NFL. So there's a price to pay when certain people give you a hand up. They never let you forget it. And so in this case with Coach Prime, he's constantly being, I want to say, lynched in front of the media so that people can remind us and him who he is, and he should stay in his place. So by handling him this way, it's basically hoping to keep the other black coaches in their place. Or it's hoping to have black parents not send their children to be under a black coach because the program gets so much backlash. The program is so toxic. No, it's not. The media is toxic. Colorado Buffalo's football team, that locker room is not toxic. So by Coach Prime being the type of man, teaching and training and leading our nephews and those young men, it's really honestly, they don't like it. They don't like that at all. He has too much of a story to tell, and he's an example of what impossible is. He made something out of nothing, and he did not take his foot off the grass. And their worst fear is that most of these young men will stop aspiring to go to Auburn, and they will stop aspiring to go to Alabama, Georgia, and Clemson, and everybody. There will be a streamline from all over America, a pipeline of young black boys piling up to go play for Deion Sanders, and now Coach Prime. That is what their greatest fear is. And with that picture and vision out there, they know he will dominate. See, this would be my problem with a lot of people who like to talk about this. They don't want to tell the actual truth. They'll leave all this out there on the cutting room floor and that's fine. To each his own. To each his own. But we have to stop leading people in a way that they are blind to what the hell going on. A lot of people don't even know what they're looking at and why it's happening. So it takes somebody else to paint the picture and show them and put it in their face. Look. So there are actually parents that are never going to let their children come play, black parents that are never going to let their children come play for a black coach. And all I can say is this: God bless you on your journey. You said Prime going to be Prime, no matter what job. Exactly. All of us work with somebody. You know, Discerning Goddess on YouTube is not the person that shows up at her actual job. I just want y'all to know that. But we all work with that one somebody. Honey, please. They don't code switch for nobody. They silly and crazy and they don't twist and turn. They say stupid mess. They show up as who they look like, pretty much. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Exactly. Listen, God bless you. That's Coach Prime. Go on my page. It's in my shorts somewhere. He said when he finished fooling with people, he always tell them, God bless you. Listen, I learned that a few years ago. I ain't about to sit here and do this. God bless you on your journey. And I actually mean that. I actually mean it, because I am I am blind to the mess. I'm blind to the mess. So these are a few responses. Okay. The tweets that you're looking at are responses to Blackburn trying to do a dirty hit to Travis. So let me find that video.
Again scrambling. This time he's dropped. Dayon Hayes gets the sack.
That's
Just holding it too long there is fouling it.
Hold on, let me find that video of Harry, whatever his name is, Harry Hagar Blackburn with his dirty hit. It was that one.
Unbelievable. I think you can make a strong argument he's the best receiver in college football. I think you can make another argument he might be the best corner in college football. So I'll make the argument, how does he not win the Heisman? But I think
yeah. So these tweets that we were looking at were in response to seeing last year's demon that ran into Travis on purpose and gave him that dirty hit. That demon, he was back this year. Right? And he did the same thing. Another dirty hit. For whatever reason, they target Travis. Your QB targeted Travis, told him he was too small to play in stature. Because I know he wasn't talking about Travis' bank account. Let me just say that. And then you targeted Travis last year and this year, and then your wide receiver targeted everybody. So after watching him target Travis again, the community said, this person up here said, the way none of them, not Travis, not Prime, not Well Off, not Reach the People, etc., have mentioned Blackburn's cheap shot on Travis is literally pissing me off. Dude needs to be taught a lesson. Oh, he gonna get taught a lesson, baby. He gonna get taught one. Nobody ever gets away. So one of the other demons on X say, one of the other demons go, I love Harry Blackburn's taking a UFC shot at Travis. That's not funny because that was an illegal hit. You know, the play was over. Why would you run into him with your elbow in his face? Someone else say that's equivalent to when coaches say go punch him in the mouth. I got a response to that too. Yeah. So my response to CSU, because there are more dirty hits out there. They had at least 3 or 4 that were not called penalties on. And after watching them play last year and watching them again come back on national TV with this same mess, the way I can conclude this is, so we begin with the young men saying they don't play for NFL money. They don't do this for NFL money. They play for football. No, I believe you when you say you don't play for NIL money. I think I said NFL. No, y'all don't play for NIL money, but y'all do play for incentives. And it is my belief, it is my theory, in my opinion, that every illegal hit and dirty hit that those particular CSU players put on other teams, specifically Colorado, Travis and Shador, they are incentivized. They are incentivized. Because when That young man ran into Shador. They put the camera on the coach. The coach was unfazed by it at all. He didn't have a look of concern for Shador or consequences for his player. You know, for sure, bounty players. Exactly. So no, y'all don't have to play for NIL. Y'all get paid big money to put people out of their football careers. And this is why I say their coach is disgusting. He should never be over young men. He shouldn't even be over a pack of real dogs, teaching them how to poop. And I'll get to him when I get to the bottom. But they are indeed bounty players. The way those little clear boys play football against our nephews, they play with a different type of, what I said, disdain. It is more than football. It is, I hate you and I'm gonna kill you. And that's fine. And all of this is alleged. And that's fine if that's the way they feel. But when you line them up against clear boys on CSU and clear boys on CU, their passion and determination is different. They're not trying to break the bones of Charlie Offerdahl and Trevor Woods. They're not trying to break the bones of Hank Zelinkis. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. They're not doing that. Vitriol. Thank you, Jennifer. Vitriol. So this is how I know that there's a bounty, or their coaches incentivizing them to go specifically after Travis and go specifically after Shador. And not just CSU, Nebraska too, and probably some others that we're going to face. And this is why the O-line is so important. This is why I was so annoyed and upset. Like, we paid y'all too much money to come over here and block. Y'all done came to us with all the pomp and circumstances, got us excited about DT2, all of that, and two getting, not only is two getting touched, honey, he getting punched, kicked, and bounced. I need for this to be fixed immediately. Honey, I'm the president of the What the Hell Going On club. After Shador got tackled that first time, I was beyond myself. But anyway, when it comes to those CSU players, they're not playing football. They're playing dirty ball. Dirty ball, and they're getting paid to do it. I'm going to say allegedly, but I'm going to add I said what I said. And I got to always come to this. I bring it back to this right here. Let me drink some water. If y'all want to come up, go ahead and email me, because I'm about to bring it to an end and we can come up to discuss. I always got to go here. Coach Prime is a good man, Savannah. That's a good man. Our brother is out there representing, and we love to see it. We love to see it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, when you are blessed with gifts, talents, and the abilities, dirty ball. Yep, they playing dirty ball. Listen, people, yes, I am from Florida, but I spent 12 years in Georgia. So sometimes you'll hear a Florida accent mixed with a Southern accent. I can't help myself. It just comes out. YouTube is for me to have fun. So Coach Prime is out here representing, putting on, he does his thing in business. We appreciate him for having a seat at the table. And this image right here, it makes me smile. So anytime I see him with his children, Anytime I see him with his children in front of the entire world, it just makes my heart smile. Because one, he's there by their side. Two, it is this image, in my opinion, that's giving Black men all over America, you know, those who are not in the homes with their sons, it's giving them the inspiration and motivation to just give it another try, to make more effort, to make an effort to be constant in their child's life and not just be seen, be active, right? So when I see Coach Prime with his sons, it makes my heart smile. You know, this ain't got nothing to do with competition. It's all about us having images of greatness in front of us. Because if you don't see it, you don't know how it looks, right? Every family has their issues. True enough. True enough. However, it's how we deal with it, how we get through it, and how we show up for these babies. Because at the end of the day, we all we got. So when Coach Prime is mentoring Shador and Shiloh and Bucky, when he is teaching them, when he is training them, when he is by their side, this is the image that the enemy hates. And we have to, as a community, support him and love him more than they hate him. And I know it seems impossible. But we must show up in any way that we can support, lending a kind word, you know, just showing up on his behalf and things like that. That's the least we can do. Because what America has done in so many ways, through music, through movies, through other outlets, they have literally turned the world against what the Black man in America is and what he can be. So putting Coach Prime on television and having 10 million viewers doing this, honey, believe it or not, there are some who have smoke wax puffing out their ears. They can't stand it. They can't stand seeing it. They can't stand what it stands for, which is that young man right there has the possibility, if they, without them interfering, if they will not interfere with what's going on, he can go not just in the first round, be a number 1 draft pick. But their hate and vitriol is so high, they'll interfere with that as well. So as we close, coming to our nephew Shador, he ended the game with 4 touchdowns and 310 yards. And in terms of completion, 36 out of 49. And we love to see it. It's only going to get better. Congratulations, Shador. We are rooting for you. Your auntie is rooting for you. Yes, sir. Your uncles are rooting for you. So, unfortunately, Shador didn't get pressed this week for his great game, his 4 touchdowns. They decided to focus on other foolishness to what? Suppress his greatness. Y'all see the pattern? I hope y'all see the pattern. Anytime Colorado does great, it's the media's job to suppress their greatness. And that is what they're doing. If they're winning, why not highlight the wins? What got them to the win? If they had great playmakers, why not highlight the great playmakers? Yet and still, they would rather turn something small into a molehill. Welcome back, CSU Dynasty. Welcome back. So in this, it says Sanders appears to say with to the quarterback, you can't F with me. He did, and Auntie approved that message. But Fowler Nicolosi has been publicly taking mess since August. What? And we don't know what he said here. And this isn't about taking the high road. Folks seem to have a problem with Shedeur expressing pride in himself and his talents. Some people seem to think that it's okay for him to disrespect in the media by his opponents, but not okay for him to respond, even briefly. He didn't fight him. This, in my opinion, is an appropriate time and stated rebuttal and reminder. So we're here. Now we're here. We're here to address the people that feel like it's okay to bully somebody and then turn yourself into a victim. I'm going to tell y'all something. If you ever come into contact with a person that provokes, that's passive aggressive, and then when you address it and hold them accountable, they shrink themselves into an actual victim as if they have done nothing. I need for you, I don't care who the person is, to gather yourself and make up your mind, because that's the worst type of person to be in contact with ever. I don't fool with people like that. If they are family members, yes, I do keep them at a distance. But if they ain't no kin to me, baby, y'all already know what I'm about to say. God bless you on your journey. I could say more, but I'm just gonna say God bless you on your journey. Yeah. So let's get into this video.
Sit on Instagram. You talking on Instagram. All right, keep talking about our business. You can't fuck with me. I would. You that same nigga talking shit on Instagram. You talking on Instagram. All right, keep talking about our business. You can't fuck with me. Sit on Instagram. You talking on Instagram. All right, keep talking about our business. You can't fuck with me.
Hold on. So that was Daryl back there. Listen, every time I played the video, every time I replayed it and heard that person back there laughing, I rolled. Like, I'm like, who is that laughing like they're a big old Jolly Saint Nick? Daryl was back there living for it, honey. Like,
you that same nigga talking shit on Instagram. You talking on Instagram. All right, keep talking about our business. You can't fuck with me.
So pay attention to the person who posted this video. Like, they start so many lies. My Sports Update. They start so many lies. Like, he said Shedeur refuses to shake hands with the Colorado State QB after last night's game. Okay, we're gonna address it. Give me one moment, give me one moment. But he omitted the fact that a CSU coach came and gave Shedeur a big hug, and I could only kind of guess what he said to Shedeur in his ear. I mean, being around my uncles and being around other coaches, having sons that have been coached, and seeing the relationship that young men have with other coaches, I'm pretty sure that coach probably told him, great job, don't let any of this continue to get to you. I wouldn't be surprised if that coach be coaching for CU next year. Y'all heard it here first. The coach that gave Shedeur that tight hug and talked to our little nephew in his ear, I would not be surprised if Norvell done cussed his ass out, told him to pack his shit. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Prime get him a job next year, y'all. You heard it here first. But back to Daryl. Daryl, why you had to laugh like that? You ain't have to do that. Daryl was over there laughing so bad. It was so funny. All of it was funny. Because Shedeur is like, I've been waiting on this moment all my life. Shedeur's like, I've been waiting on this moment all my life. You've been talking that shit on Instagram. Hold on. Now, this where we at. Y'all know I be here for the shenanigans. Shedeur better stop all that cussing. Listen, we give him permission to cuss in certain settings, and yeah, this was appropriate. Oh my God, Daryl was back there killing it. He wasn't no good. Boy, you supposed to be a better example. But anyway, y'all, let me check the email. Get ready to pull people up. Talk among yourselves. Give me one moment. Let's give them something to talk about. Give me a moment. I see you, Uncle Warren. Hold on, let me send you the link. If anybody else wants to come up, go ahead and send me an email. I'll send you the link. I apologize. I think the storm we just had has my system running extremely slow, but I'm up now. Hold on one moment. Go ahead and check your email. Reload it if you don't see it, but I just sent it. Okay. So with this, I just wanted to show Coach Prime and the CU Trinity. I've never said that out loud, but you see the three, Shedeur, Shiloh, and Travis. They make up the headliners, in my opinion, the CU Trinity that get the most looks, the most talked about. They stay in the news for one reason or the other, but more than anything, we are looking forward to see them in the next phase of their life, which is getting to the NFL. Give me one moment, Uncle. So as we bring everything to a close, the team of the week, if you look down here at the bottom, they have Colorado is number 7 from the last. I think if I'm reading it correctly. They have Colorado team of the week in college football. Let me bring Uncle Warren up. How are you, Uncle Warren? How are you?
Well, Miss Garland, how you doing today? You sounding
I am
lovely and in good spirits and in the right mind and right health. So blessings to you. Salute, one love.
thank
Thank you for allowing me on the panel. Is this a board meeting or is this a party? I want to make sure I act accordingly.
I just want you to be yourself.
Okay, so I was smelling all that cooking down there, so I thought I'd invite myself to the greens and the macaroni and cheese, and
Well,
fried chicken.
this
I'm
the
just
potluck.
saying,
Auntie
you know,
potluck. Y'all welcome to
next door
come to the
neighbor
space.
with a plate out, doggy bag.
Y'all, good. Listen, at this auntie potluck, we don't do aluminum foil. We got a proper carry out for the
Well,
uncles. Okay.
hey, I just brought my Tupperware just in case, you trying to throw away some food, get rid of some food. You can always call me and say, you come and get these leftovers. So here's
Don't you dare
the
come to my house
Tupperware.
with no damn
Yeah,
Tupperware. Who has
wait a
Tupperware?
minute, but I brought some flowers with that too. Here, put these in your vase.
Oh, I love it. I appreciate it.
Oh man, everybody in the chat, everybody, one love, salute. Please like and subscribe and share this content. Please, let's get the algorithms up. You know what it is. Let's get it. Let's go.
I
Did you,
appreciate it. Thank you.
I missed my apology. So did you give her my apology yet?
What I owe you apology for?
Webster, did you apologize to Webster yet?
I did. I apologize to
Oh
him.
man, I gotta go back then. So, cause you ain't gonna repeat it, are you?
I am
No, I'm
not.
messing with.
It's called the replay. know.
Yes,
But
sir. Yes,
in
sir.
essence, everything I say on this channel to our nephews is in love, whether it's constructive criticism or anything else. But yeah, I did give him
Well, I asked you if this was a board meeting or party, so I'm just assuming it was a party. So I'm laughing and joking with you. I appreciate your content, and you're killing it. You're killing it.
Oh, I don't want to kill you. I just want to uplift you, enlighten you, and add life to you and value. That's all.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where we at. You
I
said
just
a
want to
whole
hear
lot.
based
So
on what you heard,
let me
what do you want to add to the discussion?
yeah. So let's talk about the quarterback. What the quarterback said.
Mm-hmm.
Prime is good at taking negative comments from JSU's days until now, and turning around and looking to gain more publicity and more attention. That comment only going to add to can easily be. See, you could easily use that comment to gain more Instagram followers
Mm-hmm.
and people. I mean, I'm looking last night. I done seen more content on that comment just by people, supporters, and people that don't support the program. I mean, it's coming from all over the place. It's not just coming from Colorado. It's just all over the place. Like their popularity or their attention is spreading nationally to they're becoming that particular team, like you would say the Cowboys are in
Mm-hmm.
college football. They always talked about everybody's looking in on them, all eyes on them. Man, that's a good stage to be on if you're a football player.
You're not relevant if they ain't talking about you.
And even if you're a football player on an opposing team, that's a great stage to come and play in because
Exactly.
all eyes on you. That means not only that, those who are hiring are looking to look for players are looking too. And what's a good way to shine other than come out to be competitive against CU and vice versa, CU being competitive against opponents? Man, ain't no bigger stage. I mean, think about it. CSU ain't had a sold out game because
Yeah,
they didn't come there for them. They came there for CU.
like Coach Prime said, you're
Yeah.
welcome. You're welcome. They should have been thanking him instead of sitting there with all that mess. Welcome, Ryan. Hey, sis. Welcome. But I want to play. Thank you, for that, adding that. I know you got more, but let me add this real quick.
I wouldn't allow my kids to do that. And y'all know that. And that ought to be said.
Listen.
I wouldn't allow my kids to do that. And y'all know that. And that ought to be said.
Yep. So he was responding to the comments that were made prior to the game, as well as the young man bumping into Coach Jason. While you respond to this, I'm going to find the Coach Jason video and add it. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it's that the good thing that I think the thing that people underestimate about Prime is that he got a lot of media backing too. He's got his own platform that's just as huge as some of these media main media channels that been in business for decades, years. He got a platform that can maybe not outlast him, but definitely compete with him as as it compares to putting out the narrative that they want to show. I mean, they put out some stuff out there that make you say, yeah, these boys are bad. I mean, if you watch some of the stuff they put out after the game, man, this is incredible.
I agree. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I agree he does have contacts in the media. But as I stated before, the media is on code with the media. That's why they switched up with him that one time. And that's why he got mad at CBS, because they had an agreement and they reneged on it. But he can call for favors. You're right. He can call for favors and have people, state his narrative and be a challenge to those other commentators. But will they do it? RG3 RG3, in my opinion, was the only brother that was consistent and stood on business as it came to compares to CSU. And yesterday I saw Feinbaum, or this morning, call Stephen A. Smith out for being easy on Coach Prime because Coach Prime is his friend. See, they don't like to see us, unite. They don't like to see us be friends. They don't like to see us show favor towards each other. Even at work, they hate it. And Paul Feinbaum on national TV got so mad. Go find the video with Stephen A. Smith. If y'all missed
I saw that. Yeah.
For not sticking to his narrative. He wanted Stephen to agree with him so bad. Like, man, go on with that. Go on.
I just want to add to that. I don't mean their platform per se, but his platform. His platform is a game changer. He got a megaphone in front of him, and he got a lot of people behind that with them Instagram followers and the subscribers to what he does. It's a lot of people that follow him too, and so he been putting out some stuff that's been, flaming the comments, flaming them. He got the media comments. They on their heels messing with Prime. Prime keep them on their heels. Not only is he winning the games, but he's contradicting everything they said with his platform.
Absolutely. And with us, the YouTubers.
Yeah.
I
didn't even want to throw that in there yet. I was just talking about his. And then he got a community. He got a community of content creators, boy, that's sticking to their guns.
Listen,
and shooting everything that come their way that ain't right.
And that's what made me start this channel. I have a whole nother community and another YouTube space this channel ain't doing nothing, but my other channel is always on and popping. But seeing the scrutiny and the public persecution of Coach Prime, it compelled me to create this channel in space just to be a voice, that because I wasn't really hearing anyone speak up for Coach Prime, stand up for him, because he can't do it. Y'all know he can't do it. So we all got that one family member that ain't got nothing to lose, or that's gonna stand on business. So and this is my way of saying what Coach Prime can't say until my page when my page get monetized. Y'all gonna see on the side of me completely different. I'ma still tell the truth, but I gotta clean it up some.
You're doing a wonderful job, sister. Keep doing your thing.
Thank you. But yes, I mean, again, we have to do what they do. They consume every social media platform to defend each other's wrong. So where are the people? Where are the supporters of Coach Prime to step up and speak up and correct those lies that are being told? That's all I'm saying. That's all. Because I didn't see any platforms that were speaking up and defending our brother. I did not. Everybody was capitalizing off his name, but they were still letting people keep their foot on his neck and talk crazy to him. And I hated it.
And I feel you on that. The thing that's going to really shut them up, winning games.
I agree.
And I love the way we win the games. I love the way we in tune to what we need to change. I mean, everything that we really asking for after we didn't seen the game, they've been coming back and taking care of that business.
Yeah. So with this image that y'all see up there, these are y'all trolls. These are the Coach Prime see you hate ass trolls, y'all. This is what they look like 98% of the time. So this is a X space, a Twitter space, that they were having a conversation on. Oh Lord, it was having a conversation about Shador, having a conversation about Coach Prime, and sometimes you have to put a face on something. And I'm not saying all the time, but in this case, based on the people who were in that room, and all of them, you know how we like to say, well, it's a fake account, you ain't showing your face. It's not guaranteed that these are the real people behind the account. However, they all have something in common. They are still hiding. Everybody got on glasses, trying to hide why they say what they're gonna say. It's all good. It's whatever. But then this is what part of the community that shits on Coach Prime on a daily basis, all day long. This is what they look like, y'all. I had to.
And with that being said, right, those faces are faces that would remind you of the past. And those faces we're not trying to change those faces. But that little girl that was sitting right there next to Prime with the shades on, yeah, that's the face that don't mind changing for what's right, for what's real, what's good.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? And yeah, those faces. We can't change this certain ideology of this world. We just know that's going to exist as long as this world is in existence, and that's not going to change. We're not trying to change that. We're trying to change how we think in the present and where we go from into the future. Because the past we learn from. You know what I'm saying? We gather that.
Uncle Warren, and this is what me and you always have to come to the center of the table. We have to have a meeting, because I'm going to always address the elephant in the room. Always. And see, I'm not cleaning it up. So I'm not talking about the little girl. I'm talking about her grandmammies. I'm talking about her pissy ass aunties and her greedy grandpappy when I address the racism and the unfairness and the people that attack Coach Prime. I ain't talking about that little girl. I'm talking about the people who pay her light bill, the people who pay for her education. Because believe it or not, it's a whole different it's completely different. Yes, she is one of the few, but they know who I'm talking about. They asses is in charge of a lot of systematic things that take place, and they cannot stand to see Coach Prime in the position he in. So I don't mind the opinion and trying to clean up. See, you got to go back and listen to the beginning of my live stream, because there are people that actually like me until they hear me talk and hear what's on my mind. And so they double back behind the scenes and try to change my outlook. I ain't changing nothing. I said what I said because it is what it is. So I'm not going to sit here and pacify people who give us their ass to kiss and try to take our children lights out. I'm not saying that's what you're doing. But over here, yes, I'm discerning goddess, but I'm going to always address the elephant in the room, because on YouTube, there's maybe one other channel that I know of that talk and tell us what we need to hear and know. And a lot of times it's not going to be good to hear, and that's fine. To each his own. But I have to tell the truth based on what I know about the nature of those people, what I know about the history of those people, and what we see in our face every day. Again, what happens is, in this political environment, we think it's just over there. No, they have grouped up in every part of society and decided that they're gonna give black people hell. They don't give a damn if it's the garbage man who garbage man on the other side of the town. If he don't look like them, they're gonna give him hell. And that's fine. If some of us want to give them passes, give them passes. But you need to know what you're dealing with when you're dealing with it. I ain't talking about the little girl. God bless her. Coach Prime has a job to do, and we understand that he has to stay in a certain decorum. I get it.
Right.
But
So
I don't.
let
I'm
me
gonna talk my shit every time I talk it. But I ain't saying that to be mean and mad and challenge you. I'm just saying, when you come over here, anybody, just understand. I'm gonna give you all the great CU content. There's always some wisdom coming with it, but there's gonna always be some knowledge poured into it as well.
No. This is called Free Smoke Zone. So yeah, by all means, I think we ought to keep the injustices and the racism at the forefront of our eyes, because that's what we've been. That's a society that has been conditioning us to, especially as black men in America. So I'm with you. I have no fight against that. All I'm saying is that those faces right there, you can't change those faces, but you could definitely change the outlook of the other faces that come that are not so much that way. They are set in their ways. You can look and see that they're set in their ways, and that they don't believe in change. I mean, my point is this: Prime is not so much thinking about how they feel. Those faces that we pull up. Yeah, he keeping it 100, and we should keep it 100 too. Don't get me wrong, but he's thinking about the faces that's right present around him, and the
Absolutely.
faces and the people that are on ship with him. I'm gonna take care of this shit. As long as you don't come over here rocking that ship, as soon as you come over here with that, we're gonna point it out. And I'm finna sit this little girl right here in front to see so she can see how y'all act.
Let me tell you something about that little girl. Have you seen the latest on why them folks is mad? They mad because Taylor Swift, I ain't even say her name. She endorsed VP, and then they little other princess over there in the WNBA liked the tweet. The comments was in shambles. They can't stand the fact that there's a possibility that even her liking the tweet is going to send a whole generation of young people over there to vote for that lady. Vote for that lady. And I'm not getting on politics. It's just the fear of us being in power, the fear of us having an advantage, just all of that. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
So we can rap about that all day over a glass of wine too.
I had to bring up the film about Jason. I wanted us to see some footage on Jason real quick. Coach.
I took a backseat every day and just watch veterans play and try to learn the game from their perspective and watch them. And when the drills came around, I got in line last, and I was able to see who did it right, who did it wrong, what the coaches were able to say. And so
good insight.
Yeah,
I see that. Yeah,
because I already knew what I was doing. I just wanted to make sure I did it right where it was pleasing to other people. So yeah, man, it was a great experience.
Okay, hold on. One more. Hold on. I just didn't want to leave without adding this.
He's a winner. And that's why all you guys have been chosen to be here. That's why all the coaches are here. That's why all the staff is here, the strength staff, the equipment staff, the training staff. Everybody's here to win. And that's what we're going to do. So everybody to make your mind up right now. I think Coach Fleet said it perfectly. It's a mindset. You have to establish that mindset early. And there's no better time than right now because we're all together right now. There's nothing going to be determined next year without this group right now in the room. So we need to dedicate ourselves to each other. I can't wait to be of service to everybody in this room, and we're going to do things special this year. Thank you.
I love the manhood training that's taking place over for our young men at CU football. Jason, in my opinion, is a great, example and mentor that those young men need. And every time I see the receiving core, I see a reflection of him in each one of those young men. What do you have to say about that, Coach? Uncle Warren? Are you there? So when Coach Prime talked about one of the football players from CSU bumping into Jason, I'm like, what? So I don't know if y'all caught that earlier footage where Jason was on the sideline. I didn't even see him. Was it anybody else with him? But he went over there to let Coach Norville know, like, what his player did. I don't think they understood they was about to have a problem on their hand. But again, like I said a few seconds ago, they are incentivized for their terrible behavior. But, they got away with that one. Okay. So as I, give me a moment real quick. Did you want to come up? Hold on. I'm just sending you the link because you didn't send a message or anything. Okay. Uncle Warren, what happened to you? You at work? Oh, there you go. Wait, no, that's not it. So as we come to a close, but yeah, I just wanted to put a face with all the stuff that was happening and all these comments being made, this, that, and the other. And there's always a method to everybody's madness, y'all. Always. Welcome to the stage. See you, Buffs Dynasty.
What's up, Miss Goddess? What's up,
You got it.
What's going on, bro? One love.
Before you start, you have to answer my question. Why you be calling me crazy?
Not crazy, cray.
Why? What I do? Why?
I love it though. I love it. But look, I just want to hop up here right quick. I'm gonna put my information in the back chat. The type of angle you on, I'm digging it. You know what I'm saying? So something just hit my spirit. we might be able to link up and make something good, make something shake. You know what I'm saying? Because I love that content. That's really where I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
So
I knew I had a lane. I didn't see nobody else doing it. So that's
you got a show enough lane. And that's the lane I want to talk about and be in. It's still football, but it's a whole bunch of stuff included. But I'm gonna lay my information in the back chat.
I
And
don't have a back chat.
let me see.
So you have
Yeah,
to
you
email.
got one. You got one.
Well, hold on
The
a second.
little chat box.
No, it's okay. This is my backup channel. So in the features that StreamYard has, I don't have access to them unless I'm on my main channel. So this is why I always tell people to email me. Hold on, wait, private chat.
Yeah, this I'm saying. Did you see that? What I just sent?
Yeah, I didn't even know
All right,
that was
I'm gonna send my email too.
there. Okay, I'll do that. Sure, but you have my email address.
I do.
So whatever time is, whatever you want to do, have a discussion or send me a message, we can talk about it there.
Yeah, I'm gonna brainstorm on some more stuff and try to put some things together. And I'll let you know.
All right. I ain't
Okay.
cray. Well, I'm touched a little bit, but not a lot of bit. But
Yeah, all right. Y'all have a good one. All right,
Where
be
you
safe
going, man? You can at least make a
I-
comment, bro.
I'm on the move, man. I'm on the move. I just wanted to get my information to her. Something had just hit my spirit, but
Oh, okay,
we
okay,
got to link and make
okay.
something shake.
I got you.
That's
I
all.
got you, though.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll put it out there for you.
Okay. All right, bet.
Be safe.
All right, y'all.
So in the chat, Jason is about it. Portia, I love me some Coach Jason. Well, I've just dropped another banger. Can you play it? Let's chat on about it. I don't know if I have permission to stream because he be having music in it, and so I know they're gonna get me for the music I played earlier, so I gotta go back and fix that. Um, I wish I could. I do the press conferences because there's no music, but Well Off has music in the video, so it's definitely gonna get the video flag. But we'll come back and talk about it. Let me see.
So
I'll try to.
I want to make a comment about Jason Phillips. I was somewhat like Jason Phillips when I was in high school playing basketball. I was a starter, but I was not the I was the fourth option on the team to score, you know. But I would watch the players before me and see what the coach didn't like and what the coach did like, and I would gather my information that way, and of course do it with my flair, but make sure I hit all the points that was necessary to get the approval of the coach so I can play. And I worked like that. I worked. I was the first one doing suicides. I was the first one coming in from that, doing all the stuff that rebounding and all of that, playing my assignments on defense. So I get that hard work does pay off. So
Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely. I always enjoy what you have to offer, Uncle Warren. Don't get me wrong. I just want people to understand that I'm gonna talk to you football, but there's always something else that I have to add to it just to settle my soul, because the person that I am, that's who I am. I have to enlighten others. I have to kind of put
Right,
clarity.
and that's a calling, and that's a calling. God gives you a calling, and you should follow that calling. I support the calling. I have
So basically, I
yeah.
have the people that know me in real life that are on this channel that be watching me. I can't come over here and be fake. Y'all might not know my real name, but people know who I really am. So I still have to keep that integrity to who I am essentially, and actually I love being on the front line for our people. Excuse me.
Okay, and I hope I never in question. I have put the question in the air that I question your integrity, your motive. I got all my chips on the table. I'm
No,
good
it's
with you.
okay.
I'm
Like I
good with
tell,
you. I'm here to support. I'm here to support
I get
and
it.
boost where you going with it.
I
That's
just would
it.
like the audience to
I
understand.
love.
I just would like the audience to understand this. I'm just a regular girl, regular sister. I love what I love, how I love to do it. I love us. and we know who the us is. And I might be in real life, I'm very quiet. I'm very, very, very quiet. But again, is my outlet right now. It's letting me get my voice out there. And I understand, like I said last week, I am not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay because everybody don't like everything. However, I am specific to a certain audience. I am specific to a mindset, and I'm not just talking about the Black community. It might be people of color that get a message from what I say. It might be friends and sympathizers of other communities that get a message and agree with what I say. But everybody may not like it, right? So they're not going to subscribe, and I am okay with it, and they might end up leaving, and I am okay with that as well. So this channel right here is going to be specific to what I do in real life and how I uplift others, how I add value to my community outside of you all know me to be a discerning goddess. But a lot of what you hear is who I actually am.
So,
So
and with that being said, guys, I just want to comment. I just want to comment and encourage you this way. A bus driver is not a bus driver drives this route that the bus driver is given. There's gonna be people that get on at different stops and get off at different stops. Your job is to keep riding the bus. And whoever gets on, God bless you. Whoever gets off, God bless you. And you just keep driving. You keep moving that bus until God says, okay, this is the end of the destination. That's it. That's all. That's the way I keep it.
okay, yes, sir. Well, I thank you for your time today.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
Thank you for coming up to share your thoughts and opinion on the material that you did hear. I do want to recommend that you go back to the beginning and hear the beginning of
Yeah,
the show.
I'm going back because I want to hear the apology.
Yes, hit me down in the comments.
I love you, Queen. One love
Thank you.
all
I
day,
really
every
your
day.
support. Have a wonderful day. And to everyone else, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Um, you could be anywhere doing anything, but you decided to come over here and just listen to this old lady talk some trash and share her opinions and everything. But I don't take your time for granted. If you enjoyed the show, please don't forget to like this live stream. If you're new here, if you enjoyed this show and I added value to your day, go ahead and subscribe. I am on my road to 500. Just in case you didn't know, I hit 200, then it went back to 199. I hit 201, then it went to 199. I kind of know where that is coming from, but it's okay. I'm not taking it personal. However, on our 500 celebration, listen closely. I will be having a 500 celebration party, and that's going to be on screen. And and it will be with $100 giveaway in Amazon credits for those who participate in that live stream. So I'm looking forward and trying to hurry up and get to 500 so I can go on and bless some people. Because if you anything like me, you order from Amazon at least 2 or 3 times a week, right? I should have Amazon stock. That's one thing I don't have stock in. However, I'm looking forward to having a celebration with everybody who supports me. And if you didn't hear it anywhere today, you heard it from here. God bless you and have a wonderful day. I'll see you all in the next live stream or in the chats.